Okay, so here we are going to talk about, it's like my cooking show, progesterone and oil injections. A lot of people have their friends or whatever, their husband or whoever, or somebody they know do this, but I found it just as easy to do it on my own. I kind of just have, it gives me like a little element of control, and I get to kind of do it when I'm available versus waiting on somebody else, so I just take care of business with this one. First, when I found out I was having to do this one, it was because we switched from HCG injected trigger shot for IVF to Lupron because I was at risk for ovarian hyperstimulation syndrome. So I need a lot more luteal support. So the Crinone suppositories are not an option for me. I cried when I found out I had to do this stuff because it was a last minute decision. I had braced myself or decided that I wasn't going to need to do the dreaded progesterone and oil, but it's really not that bad. So I'm just cleaning the top and just clean myself up here. I had drawn circles. I don't know if you can see it. Still, I don't know. It's like in this area, kind of like in your haunches is a good place. You don't want to go too low because you're going to risk hitting the sciatic nerve, and you don't want to come too far forward because it's a little bit more bony through here. So your best is kind of like in the upper outer quadrant of your ass. And it's tough when you do it on your non-dominant side, but that's the side today's is going to fall on because you have to alternate each side. So here is the syringe and the needle. This is the needle that I'm going to inject myself with. Okay? So it's kind of thicker than most needles that you see, but it's not as thick as this needle, which is what I need to use to draw up the solution. Most pharmacies kind of stock you differently where this drop needle is already attached, but for some reason my pharmacy did it backwards. So there's just a couple extra steps. So here is the crazy, looks like a freaking pine needle. You can see that it's huge. It's just for drawing up the solution. So I was told to draw back my dosage because this vial works in a vacuum, so you enter in the air and it makes drawing it out so much easier. Now I'm at the end of this particular vial, so I'm going to have to work. So I'm going to draw this back to get all of it out. But let's see. See, it's very low. See. And I'm going to go back past my dose. I only need to do 1 cc, thankfully. Starting to get bubbles in there, so I'm going to push up to my dosage. Okay, we're good. So now I've got my syringe filled. I need to remove this needle. Just twist and put my insertion needle back on. So now I'm just going to press up just a teeny bit because I'm going to get a little oil on the tip. And I don't know if this is psychological or what, but I like knowing that there's no air, and I like knowing that the tip has just a touch of lube on it. I think it goes in smoother. Okay, there's like a tiny droplet on the end there now. So now I'm going to just check for a spot that does not have a visible vein showing through the skin and no red marks from previous injections. So I'm just going to kind of get in there. So here we go. So I'm going to pull back just slightly on the plunger to make sure I didn't hit a vein, no blood. And now I just push. Normally I use a heating pad to heat the vial so that it becomes thinner. But this is like my 4th week of doing this, and I'm just kind of over it. I'm just ready to get the show on the road so I can get on with my day. So as you can see, it takes quite a while because it's really thick goo in there. And you just kind of, and it's my non-dominant hand, so I don't have a lot of strength in this hand. So just press. It doesn't hurt at all. There's no pain at all. If you hit a vein or a nerve, you'll know, and you can take the needle out and try again. Happened once. I got about halfway through, so it's done, so just pull it out. And grab a Kleenex. See, there's no blood or anything, but I still like to rub. Just rub, rub, rub. This will help disperse the oil under your skin so it doesn't form a pocket, which can become a hard lump later. If you have time, you can go sit on a heating pad and rub it with a heating pad, and that will help as well. Just walking around on it, because you're flexing your muscle, kind of breaks it up. I used to do them at night because progesterone kind of makes you feel like shit, so I do it at night to sleep it off, but I got tired of not being able to go out, because you can't really lug this crap on the road. It's a little intense here. But that's pretty much it, and it doesn't hurt, it's easy, as long as you find the sweet spot, which you will learn after a couple tries. It does not hurt. It's kind of a mind over matter deal, so if you can do it, it'll make you feel empowered. Alright, good luck.